friends, and welcome back to my channel. And of course, I did not unmute myself on Discord. Guys, we live on Discord if you want to chat. What's up, Marija? And we'll be going to bed because it's bedtime apparently. So wood. Anyways, we're gonna get back into this where we left off. So you was inside here last time, and well, last person I had talked to was Ridesy. But yeah, I accidentally triggered Corin dialogue when I was leaving the game. So the next person we have to talk to is Liddy. And the bacchanal is that Fremini get locked outside the place, nearly drunk because he drink primordial seawater. And yes, dramas. Spidey, what's up? Spidey, your friend come looking for you this morning, yes? Yes. On Discord. He come and he asked, when the man that was giving me all these smalls yesterday, I was like, not here right now. So pastor again soon today wasn't on the computer. So I see how was your day though? Wow. Right, the boots are all bad though. It's kind of lame, and I see that sun, you fed up. Yeah, boy, the sun was sunning today. Doing the most. I went out like around 3 o'clock, and it was like if it was midday sun, yes, peeling off my skin. That's why I start so late this stream, because I was real tired after it just drained, yeah. But I did now, I'm out in the sun. I just had some cereal, and now it's Genshin time, so spicy. Is this in New York Conquest? Yes, but it's like part 3 of it because like it going on forever. And 2 weeks now I'm playing it. And you've been ignoring it then. Not Risley, I want to see what Current say. Can I say something? Alright, okay, bye. You're boring as hell. Try that game. You tried this game and it deleted. It was boring. Boy. Well, I mean, Charlie's their own, but Either way, you need to find friends to play with. That's what is making it fun. You also have to have money so that you can pull who you want to pull for. So I could have just teleport. Why am I walking like a person that is walk? And I could have really just teleport up here. So right now it's like a real bacchanal with these people. They was trying to infiltrate this place, but they failed because everybody know what was going on from the beginning. Well, and by everybody I mean the one important man. Even if I had friends to play, I don't think I would have played. I mean, well, yes, some games is not for everybody, but if you're here for the dramas, the dramas. It's all coming back to me. Like my ribs hurting, man. Not like my ribs hurting, but like my ribs causing my pain. Let's do something. Probably. All right, that's better. Slouching was literally. I see when Clarin and Risley gonna be on the banner. Who you pulling for? The both of them or Clarin? You have about 90 pulls stored. You'll try for both. 90 pulls is not enough for both. I mean, alright, go ahead. You do you. I will not try and put no bad juju on you. You'll get you. You will get you. Out. Okay, bye. Thanks for passing through. Ooh, thanks for the share. I appreciate it. Up. All the mats. The heck? That thing's crawling on there. Jail, right? What in jail really is this? My god, how deep is this place though? Like, it already under the sea. And have more down to go. Just to me, it's kinda pretty down here though. For a abandoned type. Is it my hair? Primordial. Water giving him a heart attack, eh? Speed. In that way, yes. Rocky. Rocky couldn't find him. He's not going to come. If I had just finished a little bit that I finished last time, but it was so late. It was super late. Oh my god, this is not the door. Went all the way around when I tried to go in the other direction. Team, team, on me. Ow. I said, let me drop some truth bombs on you fools. Hey boy, look who. Marky Mark, boy, what you seen? We're not hearing the game audio. Oh my gosh, thanks for letting me know. I am the worst.
Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place,
Appreciate it. Arigato gozaimasu.
it's inevitable that the knave would make a big deal out of her fellow.
Mark, what you seen, bro? It's been 1,000 years. How have you been?
So quite curious about where that harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Liddy's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has
Yeah, day like that, he does be looking. Look.
The fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene.
My scene is that I'm trying to finish this quest. 3 days now. This is the 3rd day I'm doing this one quest.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison?
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask.
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some... As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party.
What plan to pull for? Well, I mean, I want Nebulet, but I don't really want to grind for Nebulet. Right now I have no gems, and I have no
That boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hot.
Oh, what's the thing that is buy for $5? I can't even remember. Welkin Moon. I have the Welkin Moon, so you know.
That's not something you should be asking after. Never let only
I'll have to like grind to get primos.
All I need to prove to you is that
So never let her have to take a back winner because I have. Wait, you know I didn't do his I didn't do his test run.
Something wrong with the infirmary.
Yeah, the Welkin Moon.
A bunch of questions.
I don't have a Welkin Moon right now.
Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
So
make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the
I
answer
need.
badly?
Maybe that's real good. I need to get it there.
May not be pleasant.
But what I'm saying is like I already have a water person. That's I have to that I ain't even finished build properly. So if I get Nebulet, I have to grind so hard to build him, and then I have to finish him properly. I have to work. But when Ayato is already level 90, I should probably just, work on Ayato and save my primos.
Follow me.
I want Seedreen though. Seedreen's so cute. If she ever come on the banner, I'm gonna pull on whatever banner she on. I also want Corin. Corin look cool too, but
Hidden door here?
I don't know if how electric will work on my teams.
You're pretty good at hiding.
I know I used to use Cookie a lot, but I retired Cookie for the while, and right now I don't use any electric characters. Nebulet is a really good DPS, but hopefully you get him some other time. Well, I mean, how much more time I have on this banner? 12 days. I don't know what I'm currently doing 12 days, because I had full on Zhongli banner, because I get
Plate.
Is there a secret?
a constellation for Zhongli.
Whoa!
So that was cool. So right now my pity real low too. His mechanics ain't my vibe, but I still on the fence with him. What is he even? What weapon he does use? Nebula can also solo the abyss since he heals himself. He's a healer.
This is the
Wait, pause, hold up. He's a healer, that's what he's saying.
one sure doesn't
Or he does just heal himself. The catalyst user. Spicy.
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's a.
Yeah, well.
Correct to assume you're
I mean, I have enough characters and it's just heal itself.
Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
And then people they say as a team player because I doesn't heal the whole team. I just be healing myself.
not to tell them.
And I just get a little bad up for that. So I will not. When he picks up those blue orbs, he heals and releases his charges attack faster. Charged attack. Is he actually taking me to the Forbidden Zone?
They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Is he gonna track me down here? You love this crescent. This room is really empty with nothing here. It's strange on its
I've been
own.
interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any very reasonable guesses? I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past
My hand feeling so
moved again. With
dry.
and the
It feels so
synthetic
rough.
DNA displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
Wow, so the primordial sea getting more primordially.
Water? But we're already under the sea.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy.
Conspiracy!
You might find the actual...
Hey yo, Shirley, good night. What's up?
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced... Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret deep." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps. And over the years, as the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, and with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancients. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place
Fontainian.
deserved to be sent. Now and again, researchers
Playing some TCG. Nice. You know how long I play TCG?
Fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate to be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too... Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show...
So, will the gate burst open? Will the place just flood? Will Fontaine sink beneath the depths and become Atlantis?
Perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiment.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone. Huh? Lorvine and
No need to panic, you two. I've already...
What?
Hey, yo, Elijah, what's up? Good night, good night.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever...
All right then, if your grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Can't remember who's that way.
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not...
Edwin's main areas of research were archium and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my...
You want to blow up...
Ah, what a lovely idea.
Sure. You did that, you did this, Chris. Just cool him, just as playing some Call of Duty. Ooh, nice. Some hot card mobile. Edwin is who have the floating water cubes.
While Jerrier
Oh,
is the
that's
assistant,
Evan
she
still.
used to be Jerrier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as...
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Wow.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Wow.
Jeez.
So they really hate each other. That's one thing that was true from the act from before.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Battle Pass shop, so you gotta buy it and grind it out. Ooh, look at you having Battle Pass money. Spicy. I love that for you.
What a huge ship!
This ship underwater?
That Paimon's never seen before.
How much do you know about Fontania? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be according to legend. The Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surgeon. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to...
There's a ship in this story too.
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie on...
Must have Battle Passes for your favorite games. I mean, that's how I felt about Pokemon Unite and Genshin.
Fontanians need something...
Well, Fortnite Battle Pass is technically free since the first one you buy, but like, I literally have the money. I can't buy this Battle Pass. Also, like, I haven't been playing Genshin enough to actually complete the Battle Pass. I feel like if I had buy the Battle Pass, I would have played more to make sure that I complete Battle Pass, you know? So,
do you have any other questions?
but either way,
Seems like you're good.
my priorities right now is not spending money on Genshin. I can't even buy a little Welkin Moon, so. What is it? No Genshin Battle Pass. No money.
I'll leave you here for now. No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three.
Means that my actions will now decide the next steps.
Great.
I can't tell Lenny everything. Small scan done. Oh, he kicked me outside. I see. Love that for me.
We're way behind schedule.
Into the infirmary.
Next on the agenda.
We're back!
Welcome back.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated,
But I mean, yeah, if you buy the first one and then you play enough to get enough V-Bucks,
they were discussing everything from the
yeah, you can save the V-Bucks and buy the next Battle Pass. Is V-Bucks, you need to buy the Battle Pass. So as long as you play and you collect V-Bucks throughout the season,
voice and one
then you would have enough to buy the next Battle Pass.
from the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
But where Fortnite does really make the money from is from selling the characters, the skins and the the dances and whatever. So you would from a battle pass you could get enough
my speculation.
V-Bucks to buy another battle pass, but they wouldn't get excessive V-Bucks so that you could buy things from the shop. So that way you have to actually spend actual money to buy more V-Bucks from the shop. To buy more V-Bucks to buy stuff from the shop.
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijuin is also busy with something or other.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is the long-lost primordial.
Ooh, he's good.
That's Arlini.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley.
That's Nervulet name? Udex?
As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to
get into it on top there.
parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely.
And if it's not on top there, then it below.
I just can't think of what it could be.
You buy 1,000 V-Bucks the first day you download it, and where you spend it on the battle pass, or you spend it on a random thing. Underneath there. Seen anything back there?
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally,
No?
there's the last question.
What the heck?
If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the
Hey, buy the battle pass, bro. Yeah, duh.
He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing.
Can I have some, please?
Secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
You. And what you saw, blah 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 blah. How do I pause this? X something on the break.
We will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Oh, they're coming back in my second. Wow. Is back.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have...
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the house.
Your cousin, like you did download Fortnite for his birthday so you get to play too.
Gone through together.
I know you're
We
hooked.
see you as family now.
I know he's a Fortniter.
Gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger...
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
I mean, Fortnite is a good stress reliever. Also a stress causer too.
Paimon,
I feel like it's not as bad as other games where it's make you feel to rage quit.
alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Go to the cafeteria.
We're way behind schedule.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin? Mm-hmm. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's... what would you like to eat?
Are we gonna be getting something good?
Yep, you can.
It is the cussing then.
Mr. Wolsey.
I just have to limit my cussing when I'm playing in the daytime. Because just have kiddies around. When it's the night time, Friday evening, Friday night, cussing be bossing.
Me too. Don't forget No problem.
CG gonna bring me some purple shit.
So delicious.
I think I didn't take the biggest portion because I don't have to drink the.
Wait, feeling full yet? How's the food?
Think I have a big portion of trash.
Delicious. I'm so glad to see you all so... Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better... A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings.
Grandmothers wanna know going on? Yeah, boy. I mean, but my mother teach me from since I was small. When you play that game, you have to cuss. So let you stress out, you know? when I get it there.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to... Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office?
And here the game she was cussing at there, Bomber Man. That's the game she was playing and getting vexed at.
Especially that diver boy. I was getting
I don't know if I know what's Bomber Man, but
Something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong.
she's a real cuss Bomber Man.
Of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, but to make sure that although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I
That game real about it.
Winnie as well.
Yeah, Bomber Man needs to be a flick.
We couldn't allow him.
Hey yo, Manata, what's up?
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least, oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here.
With all the darkness and chaos, eh? She's saying he dark and chaotic.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Pac-Man too. Yeah, Pac-Man was a scene. You're there, busy. Ooh. Hope they get to take a break soon and that they're not overworking yourself. The rage quit and cost game is Mega Man. Not you raging on Mega Man. Don't worry. I want to tell me to do. More work equals more money. Yeah, but too much work equals a stressed out body. And then you cannot even enjoy your money. What will the point of the money if you just drop down sick? You know? So take care of yourself. Yeah, I played Metal Slug. Yeah, I played Metal Slug.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Metal Slug on the Joy-Con. I think it was Metal Slug, yeah. And Metal Slug and Contra. That was like my two favorite games on the Joy-Con. The Mega Joy. That was, you know, with one console with many games on it. Yeah, Contra! Contra was the baddest. Contra was my fave. That was spicy. Love me some Contra. Wait, it's not one notification from YouTube, you know. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with you, you know, Belle. But I do not story, you know, so I don't know if you wanna be here for this. Killer instinct. There's a game.
Get out of what happened! Why is everyone no idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Is the place falling? It's overflowing! We're gonna die!
Next on the agenda.
What happened? Why is everyone running around?
Hello, sorry I was not on your live because I got the wolf's curse. So my first time up and I was still loving it. Ooh, nice! Love that for you. What's up, Val? How you doing? I'm glad they get our weapon. Our weapon, I'll get that. So I just use on DILUC.
They won't even talk to us.
They're here! There you are! Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. Lafaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out—
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it—
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is you—
How long you playing now? It's bedtime. I was playing since 9 o'clock. I will stop at 11.
Yeah, he said to get us—
I started late though because I was
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the
it actually really good on your tongue and DILUC.
Go on without us.
Boy.
Hey, be careful!
Am I streaming tomorrow? Yeah, in the morning I'll be streaming
Please evacuate upwards and outwards. Upwards.
Stardew Valley. I had to see my baby Belle.
Then try to move as
I had to see my little baby Belle. I'll see if I'm going to
attention. Please evacuate
put him up for adoption.
upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They tell evacuate upwards and outwards and I going down. Listening to the people. Into the forbidden zone.
They're here.
Just like I said.
Enemy, you're gonna get sacrificed to her. You're gonna just fly away like a bird.
In time. But
Some wings and bust out. What standard character except Luke? Is he good? Do I think it's good? Standard banner. character. I mean, honestly, this hole just boss open. Right, so he's a ice character, a character. A cryo. Ooh. Oh no. Close the doors.
3, 2, 1.
Dramas, boy, dramas. Woo! Oh my god, man's almost get crushed.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
What Chlorine can do? She's electric. She can't do nothing.
The gate.
He's the first current catalyst in the game, and you 100% must have him. Back to what Naval was asking. I don't know which standard characters. So important. To be honest, I just look at limited banner characters. Fortnite Friday. I saw that on TikTok. It went really good. What did you see on TikTok? Fortnite Friday.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Yup, and he punches. Punchies.
And make sure she doesn't spend
He like a Fontaine Cryo 5-star. He is who? What? Sainari, the best 5-star standard character.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
I mean, if that's how you feel. Wait, see the cutscene? Yeah, boy, that was dramas. That give my little panic there. The Opera House. Epic class. I just run forward. It have this thing under this bridge. Not me stopping to collect a Oculus when people gonna drown. You're asking if Friday I play Fortnite? Yes, of course. Friday is Fortnite Friday. What do you mean? So you mean that cutscene was a little bit of pressure. Get it? Pressure. Because the pressure. Alright, whatever.
Look, there are a ton of Fatilium Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he has already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best.
It's about shut up. Shut it up. Now the CD Nevi
So you two are the honored
was amazing in the
guests of
cutscene, and 12 people think he's Hydro Dragon.
How could they not attend a meeting such as this?
Maybe well, I'll see it shortly, I guess.
2 or more guests at my dessert
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I've already
prepared seats for you. Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get... See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adored.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the market? I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty...
He is. He had a dragon. One of his moves is literally pretty cool. Something. Bye, Chris. Thanks for hanging out. The pressure is getting worse. The pressure is building. The pressure is pressuring.
Well, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd... Coming from you,
but I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, along...
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry.
Oh, and...
Because...
And where did he go after leaving the fort? The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any that is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the...
You know, the pressure, yes?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are Hold on. The water in the...
I suppose this is also a sign of things.
I don't quite understand what you...
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
I mean, alright, so he's the only one that have
Let me guess.
dark circles.
Who knows? Maybe it's just your...
Is that a scar on that one eye? The scar? Is that a dark circle?
Sounds about right.
The day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily
Wow.
annihilate an entire race.
And let's say go back in your hole and water.
Fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Seal yourself. Alright guys, I'm gonna pull for Nebula. I'm sorry. Sorry about it. But I need to. Mans is a bad man. Mans is the baddest one here. Imagine you put a whole sea back in the sea. Tell it to chill. What? How?
All right. Seems like the problem in
Test them out first. I don't care. I want them. I want it.
Indeed. But only for now. I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet? We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the court. So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would
Ooh,
it?
snaps.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be out.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal code.
That was obviously. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the
That wet, yes, I will. Let's
I
go.
must say, we've spent long enough.
Get tired.
Miss Farina, as the Hydro
Well,
Archon, I am
must be.
sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression,
About it, but what you can do with him in gameplay, just not cutting it.
haven't a clue.
Okay, fine. I will try him out and see.
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven yet. Here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving them. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
Wow.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and
Jacked
start
it.
doubting the wisdom
Jacked
of
it.
God.
Give some of the gods and alright, pause, hold up, Rena.
Alone in my
Channel
days.
wisdom.
All the children
This
of
wait.
Fontaine may be harboring
Hi, Menace, what's up?
right now.
Welcome to the stream.
Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am,
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it and what...
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Pops.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergent. Oh, that look in your eyes.
The emergency response plan is also.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina.
You good? I'm good too. We just going through this quest here.
And what do you plan to do?
And the dramas in Fontaine. The dramas.
Over the years.
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help you. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude.
Wow. Hi, boo.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Paimon, don't eat the cake. You're going to jail again.
Oh, Paimon's super. If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the Knave for bringing these over.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes. Seeking... it is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to...
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss child...
Paimon's coming too!
I mean, Paimon always coming too. So, I don't know. I don't know what you expect. Am I on the stage? Pause. What is it? On the point stage rewards. I mean, oh, alright, cool.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. Do I look like an irresponsible father to you?
Yes.
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything...
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but...
The job was
outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us I will be meeting someone short.
Do you require help with any preparation?
No need. I will take care. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait... It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydro knows. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do?
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina, not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to—
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as—
Probably the handiwork of that—
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine.
He looks like Eula. You fine? I mean,
Set up a meeting.
Eula
Meet the Hydro Archon.
better than she.
Neuvillette.
Eula.
Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
I don't know.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this, the initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meropide will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence.
Game audio real soft. Yeah, let's try to raise it. Raise it. Raise it.
You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything.
Is that better?
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even
Spicy.
more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette
I mean, I like
must be the Hydro
Ale Chino, Ale Shino. How the hell? I don't even know how to say it. I like she outfit, but I mean, Eula's still better. Better than.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require— It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need... You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to it.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
He was just, he wet his swan down there.
Expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina.
Neuvillette!
My apology.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sub...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep the...
right, of course. There's still some...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess how they say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
The dramas. The dramas, the dramas. Is that the end of the Archon quest? Quest, okay. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. God damn it! In expert company. Ooh. Talk to somebody to get this wood crest.
Oh, the sun's out.
John did it.
When did
Was
that
it me?
happen?
Did I?
We're way behind schedule.
You feed all monsters and you treat the film camera. Okay, go.
I see everything. Allow me.
Dawn, break forth!
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Inventarius. Documentary. Take this Mora. Spicy. Give me all the money. Can I complete in progress now? And I can. I can just prance about in this prison. Like if I own the place. How I even get outside? Alright, okay. Having a evacuation. Evacuate. But then how I get back in?
Courier. Miss C-Suite.
Yeah, I was working on some.
That's no excuse for... Courier, Lurmine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the...
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't...
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the...
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to...
Oh, yeah? Then why are you...
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relation.
Not at all!
Come on. friends in the corridor. That's all you see.
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me.
We're sorry, but we just had some...
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He would...
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you...
Something like... I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two... Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always look.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every lap.
Indeed. Hans was like, don't lie to me now. Don't lie to me about my food, bro. Adrian, why are you here? Is it lunchtime? Pretty sure it's not even lunchtime.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get... We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a... A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. Of course, we must also thank you for the... How did Nervulette know that he was neat? Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see... If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us if you... Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable.
Oh, that's sad. Adrian just gonna be down here in the darkness by herself this whole time. This whole time. I'm in my room. Oh, and I'm in the infirmary. Is it? Will it be? I think it is. Oh, the infirmary, yes. And it is. Children of the heart. Heart.
Now guess, what suit will this...
Well, look who it is.
Traveler.
Looks like you're recovering nicely.
Thanks to... Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage.
Whoa, how did she...
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not...
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house.
You meant father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And
her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now...
Father is very capable.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometime.
That does sound like something that...
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for...
Looks like it.
Excellent. I will...
For real? Then Paimon...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks.
Paimon just living his best life in this story, yes? He having cake galore. I keep going in the wrong direction when I know now where. Why do I do it? The old man.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange...
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything...
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super big.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took...
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely...
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for... Oh, and I have some gifts here for you.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for... Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
What? Imagine wanting to stay in prison.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners.
Please get me with a bed, no bills. I mean, at this point. But also, if it's Sigewinne making any meals all the time. If it's Sigewinne making any meals all the time. If he didn't have the possibility of dropping soap. You know? If you're gonna be in there with your partner, if the guy needs to meet you up,
Hey, that's not true. All right. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems. You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well.
finally on Genshin. What you mean? I play Genshin every Wednesday, bro. Last week I played Genshin twice.
You sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up.
Every Wednesday.
We should be safe now, right?
Because Wednesday's Genshin Day.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Wait. Paimon lying now. Paimon sleeping. Paimon not floating in this. Paimon doesn't float in the sky and sleep. Ooh, cutscene. I forget about China now. The frick? It's finally complete. I'm gonna wake up in this prison. Indeed. I do not wish to be here. Well, now you know, Joey. Now you know. Every Wednesday is Genshin Day. Genshin Night, as the case may be. When I was playing Fortnite. But Genshin is the main game in the evening on Wednesday. I complete the quest. So I'd have no more ARCHON quests. Finally. But so what happened to Child? Was that Nebula that saved him? Am I confusion? It wasn't. Why he sent us down here? He in the primordial sea. So he's just gonna drown? Yeah, obviously that was in the primordial sea, but then I'm confusion. Confusion!
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
Alright, well, yeah, so that was cool. That was always cool. I don't like the one part I didn't like is when we had to make these stupid things as the prison job. Like, that really wasn't important and it didn't give anything to the story. I mean, it wasn't hard to do, but I mean, what was the point of it, you know? Just to make prison money. Also, how much more prison money do I have? And can I buy something with it? That was the abyss wheel. Oh, not. Where is this Oculus? Yeah, the Risley so freaking distrustful or suspicious or suspecting. I don't even know what's good. Like, frick this Oculus is. Denny and them was in prison. He know they come. He know they was up to no good. Or he assumed that they was up to something. And he didn't even know what it was. But he had them followed and... What the frick is this? You know what? I'm gonna do it. And then I will end this. Quest is complete. I feel very accomplished. That's what we set out to do. And then next week we give you back to grinding to get to level 85. $58. Why am I dyslexic? I say level 85. Dumb. Activate. What is that? Garage. All that wants to pass has been destroyed. As we discussed on board. Time has come for me to leave, and I shall not return, but I won't give up. I see the path leading to I will endeavor towards it, even if it's a part of something. Okay, cool, spicy. Oh, Scar, what's up? Scaramouche, Scaramouche. But I changed the angle. Spicy. Another story, right? What's the point? I'm confusion. But I really just want the Oculus. I use this and then I go in here. Oh, anyways, whatever. Thanks for chilling with me, guys. Been real. It's been fun. It's been nice. That quest take me 3 days to complete. It was a lot, but we did it. So awesome. Big up Scara, Joey, JJ. JJ have another JJ, so I'm gonna have to call it Jahar from now on. The real 2020. Chris was here, Mr. Bell, Naval, Elijah, Mark was here, Mark's in the house. Marija and Ruby. Smiley was also here. Thanks to Greeno for all the artwork. Check him out on Instagram. All the artwork at xGreeno on Instagram. And I will see you guys in the morning for some Stardew Valley. I bought my baby. It's okay. It's cool. Peace out.